I have a pep rally to DJ in here tomorrow morning, and I was going to walk through my equipment real quick. I'm running 6 speakers. I'm going to show you that. There's 4 on this side, and I'm running 2 on this side. So I'll kind of walk through my equipment, and I've got some copyright-free music playing. I'm going to walk over here. I'll show you and start with my mixer and everything first. All right, so I'm running, some of the stuff I run might be discontinued, but I have no issues with my equipment, so if it works, I stick with it. So this is a Pioneer DJM 5000, and I do know that, believe this is discontinued. I love this mixer, no problems, and for my type of setup, this works perfect for me. I've got it in my Gator case, and this worked great for my particular setup. I've got my power conditioner by Furman right there, and I do run a DBX drive rack. This is not the newest model either, but again, no problems with that. For microphones, I'm running 4 channels, GTD audio. This is nothing special. These are cheaper. I don't really do a lot of singing or anything on that. Most of this system right here is set up for only for me to talk on. I really don't put the mics out for much, maybe some announcements or things like that. But I have another setup if I need more expensive mics for the event. For the audio devices, I'm running an iPad Pro, and this is just the program DJ, if you've ever seen that program. Very easy, very simple to use, very intuitive. And I'm running my MacBook Pro with Serato Pro right now. And then just a simple controller. Nothing crazy. A lot of the events I do, I got to be in and out quickly, and I don't really have a whole lot of time to set up a bunch of equipment and bring in very heavy equipment. So this is kind of what I run for the box. One of the most unique things I'm doing right now, though, is I am running all of the speakers wirelessly, and I'm going to walk to each speaker and show you. You can see the basically the level is moving there as the music is moving. And I have no wires. The only wires I'm running is underneath the table. I have a QSC subwoofer. So I'll show you the speakers here in a second. But I'm running 6 speakers. I'm running this 1 transmitter and 4 receivers. And then I've got the other 2 speakers jumped off with XLR cables off of 2 of the speakers that are running wirelessly. So I'll show you that. We're going to go to the next track. Again, I'm trying to keep the volume a little bit low so it's not interfering with the microphone. I'll turn it up a little bit, and then I'll turn the lights out too. While we're at the table, I'll show you I'm running a QSC KS118 18-inch subwoofer. Highly recommend this subwoofer. It is amazing in this gymnasium. I'm actually having to turn the bass down. It's so much bass in the gym. Bear in mind, they would not let me put gaff tape down, so that's just regular tape holding my wires down. As I mentioned, some of my lighting, maybe older lighting, may be discontinued, but I love them. They're portable, they're small. So the American DJ Inno Pocket Wash, I actually have 4 of those I'm running right now, and I don't have them here, but I have 4 American DJ Inno Pocket Spots as well. So I kind of bought those up before you couldn't find them anymore. QSC K12.2s, 2,000 watts on those. And then I'm running the Chauvet Wash Effects Hex. I'm actually running 4 of those. You'll see as I walk through. There is that receiver pack. You can see there's the receiver, and I'm getting signal coming through on that as the music's going. I got to change the batteries. I'm running those battery powered. I like that portability. I don't want to have to, put a battery pack, put any other charging packs or anything like that on there. So I like running them battery, even though you may go through some batteries, it may go through 2 events on a set of batteries, but I like that easy portability, being able to put these speakers wherever I want them. That subwoofer that was under the table, that is, I believe, 3,600 watts, in case you're wondering about that. Again, on this side, same thing. I'm running the QSC K12.2s, 2,000 watts. And again, that's peak watts. That's not actual RMS. So, but they sound excellent. And we've got on top there the Wash FX by Chauvet. And then we're running another InnoPocket Wash here at the bottom. My stands for both of these speakers, I'm running the Ultimate Support stands. They are the manual lift, but I've gotten used to that, so no big deal for me. And there's that body pack. And again, the kit that I ordered, I'll do a different video on that. It's kind of late in the night, so I don't really have time to do a full video for that. But it's running up through and going to the input of the speaker. All right, let's walk to this other side. And to kind of keep you informed on that too, I'm running all QSC speakers. I've never had any trouble with my speakers. They're all powered speakers, and I would highly recommend QSC speakers. The sound quality, reliability, they have some of the best warranty on their products as well. It's gonna get a little quiet in here. We ran out of music while we're walking around. So again, this is QSC. These are K8s. These were some of my first QSC speakers I purchased. These are 1,000 watt speakers, the older models. I do love those. Great for, you know, wedding receptions or even for just a wedding ceremony. Smaller rooms. I wouldn't say that these alone would handle this gymnasium, but these are 8-inch speakers. You saw my K12.2s, those are 12-inch speakers. On top of there, we are running another Chauvet Wash FX Hex. And I do have custom mounts for the top of this speaker and the top of the K12.2s. These are just some generic stands I have sitting on standby. And again, running another set of those American DJ Pocket Wash. Sorry, it's late tonight. And then I'm running, these are another set of my first set of QSC speakers. And these are my KW 152s. I don't use these as much anymore. When you get used to running the 12s, these are pretty heavy. These are 15-inch speakers. I love the sound. They go deep, but they're a little heavy. And they are wood. That's what the KW stands for. And I think that they're not really offering these anymore. So if you can find a set of those, I'd highly recommend those. But keep in mind, these are 1,000 watt peak. So you do have a little bit more powerful speakers out there by QSC now. On top of this, I'm running the Chauvet Swarm Wash FX, I believe it's called. They may still be offering that light. I do not use this light that much, but for something like this gymnasium, it works great because it's just going to throw a bunch of light everywhere while we're playing some hype music for the kids and everything. This speaker is also connected wirelessly, so we are sending that. So if you think about this, this is the receiver. I'm set up all the way in that corner, the other side of the gymnasium. And I've already ran this before. I have done basketball games for them in here. So I knew that this worked. But if you haven't tried this before, this is an unbelievable way to position your power speakers wherever you'd like to put them and not have to worry about connecting anything else to it. So I'm running this one wirelessly, and then I also have that XLR cable coming off the back of this speaker. Here's where that blue connection is where this is connected in, and then this XLR coming out right here is going across the floor to the K8 you saw over there. So we're able to run these two speakers on this side of the gymnasium on this side, and then we also have two more because we're running that one wirelessly. For the bottom lights here, I'm running the Chauvet Intimidator Spot Duos. I do know that these are discontinued. I love these lights, and they're hard to find. They do make some that are a little bit brighter. I custom mounted these where I've actually put an O-clamp on here, so it tightens up. And that's another reason why I like these Ultimate stands, Ultimate Support here, because they've got this big kind of knuckle where you adjust to raise and lower this. And this thing sits on it perfectly, and then you can just tighten your O-clamp so it's not spinning around. I made those custom a little while back, actually a couple years ago, so it's on there tight, not going to move. And then the same thing on this side. So you can see how much sound coverage we're able to get wirelessly, not running a bunch of cords on the floor. Same setup here. We've got the Swarm Wash FX on top by Chauvet. This is the QSC K152s, and I mean the KW152, the W standing for wood. So you have a wood cabinet, not a plastic cabinet. And then again, we're running that Chauvet Antenna Spot Duo. There's certainly brighter lights than this, but like I've mentioned before, these things work. I don't have any trouble out of them. They're all LED, and there's not a big reason for me to replace them. Sometimes you get in venues, and I've seen some lights that are just way too bright, and they're shining in people's faces, and then even the photographers don't want to see that shining so bright into their camera lenses, and they can't even get a good video or picture for the customer. So again, here's the K8 running that Chauvet Wash FX hex on top, and just my generic stands there, and then running another one of those American DJ wash, pocket spot wash there. So those are 1,000 watts on the K8s. We're 1,000 watts on the K152s, and then we are 2,000 watts on each of the K12.2s, and then we're 3,600 watts on that subwoofer that's underneath the table, and that is the KS118. Let me get back over here. I'll put some music on for you, and then I'll turn it up a little bit, and I'll kind of hush my mouth. Maybe you can hear some sound quality. It's probably not going to come through as good as it would here in the gymnasium, and then I will go walk as we're playing music and turn some of this, turn these lights off so you can see some of the lights moving. Nothing is in DMX mode. I'm running everything just in sound active. Part of that reason too is because I'm not going to go and run all the cables across this gym. Again, it's just going to be, I'm only going to be here for an hour tomorrow, and to run all of those cables, this was already enough to do, so to run all those cables would be a little bit more work that I want to put into it for this tonight. Let's see if we get something on there for you. And I'm going to go turn the lights off for you. hopefully you get an idea of how this looks. I know the iPhone is what I'm recording on is not the best for videos at night or in the dark. It's gonna look good though for their pep rally. I don't have it full volume because I'm not sure how it's gonna sound. I'm gonna go turn the lights back on. I'm not sure if you can hear that bass, but that QSC KS118 is amazing. And if you're not running a subwoofer, if you're only running tops, I would highly recommend running a subwoofer. I have another subwoofer, a Electro Voice 15-inch subwoofer, and that one's a 1200 watt, I believe, and that sucker is amazing with these 12s. So I didn't get a QSC sub for that because they don't make a 15-inch subwoofer for some reason. I'm not real fond of their 12-inch. I think they have a 12-inch dual, it's almost like a band pass or something, the way it works. I've heard it before and I wasn't real thrilled about it, so that's why I went with the Electro Voice 15-inch instead. But I'm telling you, if you run a 15-inch sub with these two 12s, it sounds amazing. Well, that's a quick rundown of my setup for this pep rally tomorrow. This isn't all the equipment that I have, but this is just what I'm choosing to run for this. Like I said, this is only a 1-hour event, and I'm just kind of helping the school in my local community, so it's not like I'm making money on this event. But just wanted to take the time to show you that, show you some of the equipment I run, show you how I'm doing this wirelessly to run 6 speakers. I'll do a separate review and show you this setup on how I do this, where I ordered these from and everything, and the cases that I have for them. So I've actually got 2 matching sets. I have 2 transmitters and I have 2 transmitters and I have 4 receivers, but each kit is 1 transmitter and 2 receivers. So that's how I'm able to do it. I can run these in stereo if I wanted to, but I typically run it in mono because I'm running speakers out far like that. So it's kind of hard to run all that in stereo at the same time. So hopefully this information was useful or helpful for you. And if it was, please subscribe and share. And that's to the point.